cautious approach. What do you make of what you've just heard?
Look, what I really like about it is the fact that they've actually followed the independent umpire. I mean, look, COVID's been such a changing thing, and what's been really important in Australia in our entire response has been the steadiness and the independence of the advice, and also the fact that the government have been willing to take up that advice. And frankly, that's the critical bit here. Had they not done that, had the TGA and the ATAGI produced particular advice and the government gone against it for political reasons, that would have been far more of a problem. Now, I do understand now, look, there are implications, but their job was to do exactly what they've done, weigh up the risk in a situation where we don't have a lot of COVID, work out the benefits, and then be transparent about it, and then to work out who to have it and who not to. And that's why they've come up with this advice. But as Tom has said, Tom's done a great summary. There are going to be implications for the rollout now, and lots of them practical really from here.
How far does it put us behind, do you think? Does it put us behind 3 months, as much as that?
No, interestingly, I think in this next little bit, it's probably not going to make as much of a difference as we might think, because I think to some degree, 1B particularly is going to be a lot of over 70s at the moment, and then we can probably maybe get a bit earlier on some of the over 50s as time goes on. So it may actually not be too bad for that. The thing that initially struck me was whether we're going to have the supplies of the Pfizer and in time, and certainly the numbers look not too bad. It's about 20 million doses we have, which covers most of the gap between 50 and aged 18 or so. It'll be a problem if the vaccine is approved for younger people then, and so accessing other vaccines is going to be an issue. Maybe by that stage, Novavax is going to be online. The other issue is that the Pfizer, as you're aware, is a lot more difficult to give because of the storage issues of minus 70. And so for general practice, this is probably going to be extremely difficult option in that area. And certainly at the moment, you can't have a situation, because it's too dangerous for a practice to be giving both of them, because you don't want to be mixing them up.
So what will you do to say someone who walks in 40 years of age, you know their health history, their medical background, you think they're, healthy enough, they'll be right. Are you going to say to them, these are the statistics, this is the data, but I think you can take AstraZeneca?
Oh, no, look, it's not like that, actually. I mean, the job of a doctor is to provide the information, and that's why we look to organisations like the TGA and ATAGI. So, again, their job is to provide information about the benefits and the risks so that somebody can make an informed consent given their circumstances. And certainly my job would be to advise, but ultimately it's up to an individual to decide whether or not they would take the advice.
Okay.
And so, look, that's the normal thing that happens. So that's what should happen every single day. It's core business for what we do.
All right. Thank you so much at short notice. Thank you, Chris.
No, it's a pleasure.